sorry about the really crappy quality. This is taken with my cell phone. But a lot of you have asked how I press flowers. So I'm going to show you. Yeah. Start with collecting a whole bunch of flowers. This is my little basket. I bought it at Value Village. It is maybe 99 cents, I think I paid for it. And then you come over here and you see that I have already done some flowers. And then I'm going to show you literally what I do. See the flower? Do you still see the flower? Now, do you still see the flower? No, not really. Add some extra weight. Voila! So, I'm going to quietly do the rest of the flowers. I'm probably not going to show all of it from this angle. I'm going to see how this works from over here. I'm just going to pick up some rocks and whatnot and see which angle works best. And 3, 2. Flowers are pressed. I put it in this. It's not very pretty looking. It is just an old tobacco container. I'm just going to stick you in some rocks for now. It works. These are supposed to be yellow and stuff, and you can see these are kind of the first ones I made. They really look like what the winter does. But you can see these are nice and flattened. They're gonna go in my bullet journal. I don't have a proper press right now, so this is how I do it. Yeah. So I'm gonna move all the rocks out of the way and see what I've already got pressed, and from there I will show you basically rocks. Yeah. Hi! Okay, so as you can see, I've got different kinds of flowers laid out. Notice they are all sort of together with their own flower type, but as you can also see, I'm not completely done with my flowers. So the reason that we do this is so that even if they do meld, we get one great big color instead of the lovely leaf thing I showed you earlier. So honestly, basically all you're going to do is you're going to come in with some rocks on top of your flowers and you're literally just going to smush them. It's actually that simple. That's what I do while pressing my flowers, is I just smoosh. They get smooshed. It works surprisingly well. I didn't think, to be honest, that it was going to work with all the different flower types when I first started. Basically, you just check it maybe every, I'd say 24 hours. I wouldn't give it any longer than that, especially if you do have flowers waiting to be squeezed. Yeah, pick your heaviest rocks. You're going to want to do that. And then sort of like layer them. I don't know if you can really see the rock piles going on here, but you're going to want to cut all airflow out for the most part too, and squish everything. So make a great big rock pile, and then come back in about 24 hours and check it. My recommendation is, I normally don't get these thistle things, but they were really pretty. So if you do get rocks like that, you will drop them, by the way, because plants do not like being covered in rocks, if you couldn't guess. A lot of the time they will spring back. Do not, I repeat, do not do this at night if you live in a building of any variety. I'm actually only going to do one thistle today, and expect that there will be some bugs brought indoors with you, simply because you cannot avoid that. I mean, if you wanted to leave them in a nice, safe place like a garage or something where you know there isn't going to be very many bugs to begin with, you might want to leave them there for 24 hours. But if not, expect that you will bring bugs into the house. It's unavoidable. The best thing to do is honestly just, you know, if you see a bug, squish it. That's basically what I do. I know that doesn't sound very professional, but, I mean, we're not exactly doing this professionally right now to begin with. So, I don't actually need that one either. You're going to try and give your rocks space, because if not, they will meld into that lovely leaf-looking thing I showed you earlier. I learned that the hard way. Please, please, please learn from my mistake. I ruined some absolutely gorgeous flowers I picked that way. It was really quite sad. I was really very sad, to be honest. I don't want to lie about that. Any other tips or recommendations I have? Collect as many rocks as you can find, because as you can see, I have to pause this video here now, literally to go get more rocks. Like, rocks are your best friend, and they kind of make you feel, when you're playing with nature like this, it kind of makes you feel like a little bit of a Disney princess. Who doesn't want to be a Disney princess? Rocks that you're seeing so far are not put together. My favorite thing, honestly, to do with them, especially with ones you're going to use for access, is put them in a baggie. Then you can just sort of layer multiple rocks at a time instead of one at a time. It works out really, really. As you can see, I have now rock baggied most of, I need more rocks, but I've rock baggied most of everything there. And I will come back to you in 24 hours to add, well, some more of these. Yep. Guys, so I'm back 2 days later. Anyway, I forgot about it. I'm a bad person. But anyway, we are going to move straight on from here into what it looks like after it's done, okay? Put the basket on top. I'm going to take that off, and we're going to move all these rocks. Going to skip that. So 2 days later, these are flat, these are flat, these are flat, and these are smooshed, but I still need to do these again. So what that tells us is that not everything is going to flatten right away. You may need to check it a couple of times. But look how pretty they are. Isn't that pretty? They're going to look so pretty in my bullet journal, and I recommend you do the same. Oh, we have some new flowers in here. We have more flowers under here. But I couldn't even put all the rest of my flowers down. Anyway, this video on how I personally press flowers. Anyway, love y'all. Being babies, being studies. Press your flowers. Also, I found out recently that I can kill succulents. Yeah. My green thumb is usually in how I squish the flowers, apparently. Anyway, love y'all. Bye.